She's like,
So
thank
now,
you.
like, now she's starting her little
Yeah, she
business. You
starts.
have her little racks.
Yeah,
How did that come about?
so during COVID, so we'll talk about all that right now. But during COVID, I was having pop ups in the back of my store because I do have like a big backyard in the
Mhm.
back of my shop. And so I was like, oh, that would be nice to help businesses. And at the time, I was charging maybe like $35 a
Mhm.
vendor. I wasn't trying to charge too much. I wanted it to be the first event I had, it was free. I didn't even charge anyone. So then I started charging. And I'm like, my daughter could start selling like little toys, like I just got the idea. I'm like, there's so many I see in downtown, so many cute little things that
Mhm.
I know she could sell for $2 or $3 and they'd
Yeah.
sell. So then I went to downtown and I got her a bunch of stuff. She was probably like 3 at the time that it started. And so we had her own booth at the pop-ups and she was selling, her and my grandma were selling and they had their masks on because it was during
Yeah.
COVID and stuff. Any money she made, I would either go buy more, I would save it. So we did start like a bank account for her and everything. So then now that I have the store, after the pop-ups, I just would put the stuff away and I wouldn't. But then once the store, I'm like, I could just put stuff in here like for her. Why not?
Yeah.
So now she has her little section, and so every day she'll usually get a sale. Like yesterday, she made I think like almost $30, and I'll write down like what I know she sold,
Yeah.
and then and that girl has Apple Pay and everything. So I'll either Apple Pay her the money or I'll give it to her cash. I tell her, "Oh, do you want cash or Apple Pay, whatever." So she knows like what it is, and I tell her like last week when she was on spring break, we went to downtown and she had like $110, and so she was like, "Okay, Mama, I'm gonna buy stuff for my money." So I told her, "Okay." So she was being kind of like wise what she wanted to choose. She wasn't just grabbing, like she was asking prices and thinking like, is this good? Like,
Yeah.
and asking me, I'm like, "Oh, yes or no," and so she ended up spending all the money she had. And so before, I feel like she didn't really understand. So she would be like, oh my God, I spent all my money. But then now she's like, it's okay, Mom. I know that I'm going to make it back. And I'm like, yes,
Mm.
baby, that's good. I'm like, you're going to make it back. And God's like always going to be there. And you're going to make it back. Like, so that same day, she got a bunch of, one customer alone spent $60. The day that we put all the stuff out, she ended up making her money back that she had put into it, right? So then she was so happy. I was like, oh my God, I told the customer, thank you. Because I do tell them, like, this is my daughter's stuff. And I want them
Yeah.
to know, like, the money really does go to her. So I got home, I gave her the money. She was so happy. And I'm like, see, Mama, like, and it's hard work. And maybe you're not always going to be there because you're at school or you're at home or whatever. And that's okay. Like, I don't mind it being there and I'm
Yeah.
helping you. But I tell her, like, I want you to save the money. Um, she spends a little bit when we go to stores, she'll spend.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no, I want you to put the money away. Like, I want you to do whatever you want.